Hey, so every part of my body hurts and I missed a meeting because I thought the call from my boss was my alarm clock. Like the day-to-day stuff, it's totally fled my mind since the accident really, because my brain's pretty preoccupied with everything that happened and all the weird stuff that happened because of it. But right now I just watched Megan McKay's new video because I missed like everything. Every YouTube video that's gone up since like Thursday. I haven't watched it since I was visiting Victor's parents. And one of my favorite things to do is that like after a video's been up for a few days from like anybody who's vaguely feminist, like there's just a bunch of hate speech in the comments, and my favorite thing to do is to like report them for harassment or bullying when, you know, they're harassing or bullying people. I like that a lot. It's not, YouTube doesn't have the most effective comment section and their reporting system isn't very good. You should always do what you can to like make the world a less toxic place, and sometimes that means, you know, reporting toxic people who are saying very, very vulgar things I don't want to repeat. Hi. So I'm not afraid to be in a car anymore, which is really, really great, and I didn't even realize it, that I wasn't afraid anymore. Yesterday I knew I was afraid. I felt sick just having to get into the car, and there was nothing I could do about that because it was literally the only way home, and I needed to be home. I need that like very deeply. I need safe spaces, and you know, Victor's parents are great and their home is really, really nice, but it's not my home, and since that was the first time I visited, it's not a place where I really feel safe because it's still really new to me. But I'm home now, and that's great. And I was walking to work when my friend Aaron pulled up in his like family's beat up minivan. And yes, I truly mean the minivan has been beat up. I think we've hit it a few times. The car hasn't hit anything. Well, actually it's hit a pole I think once, but we have physically hit the car when we were upset. It was a bad idea. But Aaron rolls up and says, "Hey Katrina, can I take you anywhere?" Because he's just a super nice guy, Aaron. Aaron is like one of the most amazing kids I've ever met. So I climbed in, I was like, "Oh my god, your arm is broken, tell me everything." And we like swapped injury stories. But like how I was in a car accident because he didn't know. And like he told me how he broke his arm. And when I got out of the car and into work, I realized something. I wasn't afraid to get into a car with him. I'm not afraid to get into cars, which is great. I don't drive, I don't own a car, I'm not in a car more than once a week usually. So this was really, really good that I'm not afraid of them though, because it's useful. And I don't know, if I'm not afraid to get into a car with my 16-year-old friend who barely has his license, he just barely has it. It's like a month old, I think, if even. He's been driving for less than a year. And I wasn't afraid to get into the car with him. I had to let him drive him here, and maybe it's because I know the route so well, and I know that there aren't any surprises, but I felt safe. I didn't even think about getting into the car. I mostly thought about, oh my god, how did this boy break his arm? But, you know, other than that, I don't know, it's nice not worrying, because I am someone motivated almost entirely by fear and anxiety in my everyday life. So it's nice to be able, well, to know that things are normal-ish. They're getting back to normal.